Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to the Dummy Kruger channel, everyone. Today's video once again takes us to Linn County, Iowa to bring you the latest update on First Amendment Auditor Afro-Man Audits and his father. On October 28th of last year, these two were arrested and were recently convicted of two crimes: harassment in the first degree, an aggravated misdemeanor, and willful disturbance, a serious misdemeanor. This saga has been going on for well over a year now, so to tell it properly, we have to go all the way back to September 2022. This is a wild story, but before we get started, please do remember to subscribe, get notified, like, and comment below. Let's jump right in. So how did all this begin? In March of 2022, Afro-Man Audits was given a trespass warning from the Marion, Iowa City Hall building. In September of that same year, he and two fellow freedom fighters decided to enter City Hall to pick up some records requests, which he was promptly given. That wasn't enough for Afro-Man, however, as he vowed not to exit City Hall until he had some answers about his trespass warning from earlier in the year. Afro-Man, like many other First Amendment auditors, are under the false belief that a crime must have been committed to receive a trespass warning. This is what happened.
Prove what crime I committed to be trespassed and then come and talk to me. Other than that, I got no reason to talk to you and leave me alone. How about you prove something I've done wrong to be trespassed and then come and talk to me? Alright?
Any business can tell you that they don't want you there.
No, they can't.
Yes, they can.
We're in no law. We've already gone over this.
Okay.
We're in no law.
Okay.
I'm waiting for somebody here to show cause. That's why I'm standing here.
To show cause of what? That the person you want to talk to is not here?
Not that I committed a crime and still in.
I don't.
So I'm gonna stand
Number
here.
30. Another one.
I'm gonna stand here and wait until somebody can prove to me what law it says to trespass.
Hello.
So
Howdy.
other than that, you do what you gotta do.
I'm back.
For interference? You guys are getting some lawsuits.
And I touch the middle of my back. You gotta put them in the front.
Some tyrants right here. Constitution hating
There
tyrants.
you go, guys. No, not you. There you go, folks.
Here, you grab that.
Front, because I touched the middle of my back. You guys already separated and all that, so we can do that. Yeah.
Afro-Man, whose first name is Casey, was charged and found guilty of trespassing and interfering with official acts. His judgments were only fines totaling $510. While this case was ongoing, Casey picked up his first order of protection from, I can only guess, an employee at City Hall. As this story unfolds, you'll see he will be served with multiple orders of protection from employees throughout Linn County. As for this case, Casey actually attempted to appeal it, but was ultimately denied a review. Regarding his fines, although he initially made modest monthly payments, they have since ceased and the outstanding amounts have been forwarded to a collection agency. This too will be a common theme for our freedom fighter. Just last fall, he was found guilty of 3 more charges leading to his current incarceration. He was also hit with these fines and court costs, none of which have been paid. They are also now in collections. So why am I revisiting this previously settled case, and how does it intertwine with today's story? Well, I'm glad you asked. Right after this arrest in September, Casey fiercely began trying to fight this case. During this time period, he visited the county attorney's office on over a dozen occasions, characterized by frequent profanity, numerous demands, multiple requests for call flooding, and more often than not, culminating in the presence of law enforcement. When I say demands, he would show up to the county attorney's office, usually towards the end of the day, and demand service just the way he wanted it. He would demand paperwork on the spot or demand to speak with one of the attorneys trying his case when there was a policy in place that an appointment was required. When they attempted to explain this to him, Casey demanded them show him a law saying an appointment was required. Observing the situation unfold in real time felt akin to witnessing an adult-bodied individual engaged in a dispute reminiscent of a 5-year-old's bedtime argument. I have quite a few clips lined up, but just know that 1, these were all live stream and the quality is really poor at times, and 2, this was just the tip of the iceberg as I was only able to capture a handful of them. The first set of clips we watch are from one of his first times going to the county attorney's office. Notice his mindset right away. He wrongly believes he can freely act and speak to government employees however he likes, while they're expected to endure the mistreatment due to their government employment status. Let's take a look.
They just want to try to stall this dump, try to prevent me from going to City Hall. But I'm going to go back to City Hall and get arrested again just to come back here and complain. Plus, I have the right to redress my government. I can get all mad and upset if I want. You have to be the professional ones and deal with my mouth. You can't violate my rights because of words. You can't. That is a straight against the First Amendment. 100%. So you can get all hurt over words, and it don't matter. It's not against the law.
I wish you understood what freedom of speech was.
Freedom of speech is every in the book. Duh. As a county attorney, you should know the First Amendment. Shouldn't you? I shouldn't know it better than you, and you. I know, Chad. These guys are fucking thugs. She earns the hate. Why are you up here then? Why is she not helping me? Why can't she go and actually get someone who knows how to do her job? Because she clearly don't even know how to do her job. And she's, what, allegedly the supervisor? If you were being courteous, you would have helped me with my question. And
I answered your question. You just didn't like my answer. I told you that your charge was under review. And you said, when will it be completed? I said, I do not have the answer for that. You said it better be completed by a specific date.
Yes, by September 8th.
Exactly.
Duh. Why would you give me a court date for September 8th if you were going to review it for up to... Oh my gosh. You are dumber than a box of rocks. Like, seriously. I cannot believe you're a supervisor. I'm just going to stand here because I can. I mean, you can't do anything about it. I can walk around this building all day till 4:30 if I wanted to. And you're just stalling time right now. You could go back in there and go to work. If you don't want to talk to me, why are you out here still talking to me?
Because you're being disorderly and you're not going to stand.
You don't even know the definition of disorderly. You don't even know. I'm not calling anybody a name but you because you deserve it. Because I'm the public and I have the right to redress my grievances. Words affect you that bad? Did I hurt your feelings? I'm sorry. Is that what you wanted, was an apology? I'm sorry I hurt your feelings, ma'am. But I'm done with you. You can go back to work. You can kick rocks. You can do something.
The next set of clips, Casey and his father berate one of the clerks because the employee they were trying to speak with simply wasn't available. The clerk closes the shade on her window, attempting to distance herself from the abuse she was taking because the two freedom fighters didn't like her answer.
Fat piece of shit. Fat piece of shit. Fat piece of shit. Are you going on your third lunch? Are you closing windows because you going on your third lunch? Now waddle that. Waddle that shit, baby. You're so f***ing stinky and nasty. The glasses to keep the smell out of here. Is that your girlfriend, the one in the flannel shirt? She does got a skinny head. Oh, flannel, is that your girlfriend? She's right there to protect you, or your boyfriend, I mean.
Easy night service again.
They've closed the windows on him again.
Yeah, they're trying to force me to talk to Monica instead of, I mean, why is Bonnie not here? She's the discovery lady. She should always be in. If one's in a meeting, they clearly know how long a meeting lasts. They could tell me how long it lasts so I could sit out here and wait till the meeting's over and do my business. But instead, these
She got up.
instead they just want to just deny. I should look up under policy if they can listen to music. Oh, they're trying to play music to get me copyright banned. What a bunch of
You're a copyrights fat don't matter. We can get around that.
Up next, Casey and his dad attempt to drop subpoenas off to the county attorney's office for, wait for it, employees that don't even work there. Just for clarity, dropping random subpoenas off to unrelated individuals isn't a proper way to serve them. Naturally, Casey and his dad weren't very pleased with this response either.
Monica, you already know that I'm illegally trespassed from City Hall, right? Yes or no? Simple question. Simple question. Simple question. Simple question. Simple question. No shit that his scared ass won't talk to me.
Well, that
His
doesn't matter.
scared
I
ass won't.
can't accept service for him, or I would.
You can't.
Dude, the two.
If I could, I would just to get you to leave, but I cannot.
Dude,
Sir.
I can give the subpoenas to the state,
No,
so you.
you cannot.
Cannot.
When I can't go and
Show me
speak.
the rule. Show me the rule. where
How
the
about
rule
you
is
show
at.
me the rule?
I can show you all the rules. That's not personal service.
Do it then.
Okay, that's it.
Okay,
So
all you have
we're
is
good.
Mike Kitzmiller to serve. He's not going to be served here. You cannot.
I'll serve Ryan Waller then. Fucking.
Who's
Who's Ryan Waller?
Does it matter to you? No.
It
No, he
does
doesn't
if I'm
live
going
here.
to accept service.
Nobody
not here.
lives here, you idiot.
They are not
Nobody
here.
lives in this building,
These
you
people
idiot.
They are
here.
not here.
Nobody lives here, idiot. You need to stop talking.
None of the people.
None of-
I don't care.
This is why you have a third party.
Jesus.
This is
No.
why you have a neutral third party.
No.
Do you understand?
No. That is for civil subpoenas, not criminal. You need to learn the difference
You
between
need
criminal.
to serve the individuals at the address where they can be served. I know that.
Anybody
I know
that's
that.
not,
He's
anybody
not.
that's not trespass can go serve him for you.
I get
Your
it.
dad,
Why
your
do I
cousin-
have to do that?
Because I can't.
Why am I illegally trespassed from City Hall? Why am I illegally trespassed?
That's not for us to discuss here.
I know, but still, I still want to know why I'm illegally trespassed.
That's something.
I know, nobody will ever tell me because I've never broken a law to be trespassed.
If you want those served, anybody can do it for you.
Your
All they
dad.
have to do
No
is sign
shit,
it.
I know
Then
that.
go do that. We can't.
You can, you're just
I
fucking being
cannot
ignorant.
serve them on your behalf or accept them. If they were in this office, I would do it in a heartbeat. If it was me, I would accept service.
When these fucking two goons aren't gonna talk to me or anybody that I have go in there to
Process
serve
them is
these.
you can have the sheriff serve them for you for a minimum fee.
Why do I want to go pay $60 to have a paper served that I could do myself?
I'm giving you options. If you don't want to take those
You
options,
don't hear my option.
I can't do it for you, or I would. That's what I'm telling you. I genuinely would do it if I could.
I
can't
doubt
serve
you
your subpoena.
She
would.
can't do it. But when you said you had subpoenas for Heidi,
I came to accept them for you.
Dad, you're alright. Hey, he's got an injury. Dude, this guy's a dick. No. Hey, don't push my dad around. This asshole was in here standing up in my face, too.
do you have
No.
Your daddy tells you to move me doesn't mean you get a right to. This is we're in
Seriously.
public.
Tell this to lose his job.
Did you tell him? Did you tell him? Oh yeah, I do. But
Look
did
at
you
this
tell
tool
him? Yeah, when he put his
smiling.
hand.
F you, dude. Don't touch me.
Let me see.
Don't touch me. My paperwork's in there. F you.
Where's
Why
your
would I show?
subpoena?
Why are you all laying
Where
your
is your
hand?
subpoena?
Dude, move. God. Dude, you guys are the No. Dude, look at this shit. What did I tell you? Where'd he go? Look at
Where's your
this.
subpoenas that
Now,
you need to
now I'm
serve?
not being allowed in there.
Where
So
is
did
your
you lie to me
subpoena?
because now I can't go back in there?
I didn't lie to you.
They're not letting me back in there, so that's a lie.
Where are your
No,
subpoenas?
this is not right.
Where are your subpoenas that you want served? I'm here to serve
I don't need
them.
to. Why would I do
Now you
business
don't need
through
to
you?
serve the subpoenas?
Dude,
Yes or no?
Alright, the last set of clips we were going to watch happened just a few days before his arrest. This time, he once again goes to the county attorney's office attempting to speak with the attorney prosecuting his case. he is once again told that an appointment is necessary.
Is Nicholas Maybanks, not Monica, Maybanks, Shale, Heidi, or Bonnie available? What?
What's it regarding?
Just stuff. Who are you?
I'm Jordan. I'm one of the assistant county attorneys out here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just needed to speak with Nicholas Maybanks or Heidi or Shale or Bonnie.
You received our policy. We've asked that you just please follow it.
But policy doesn't trump my right.
Thank you very much.
Are you going to refuse service?
Not refusing service. Is there anything else we can do for you?
Do you have Bonnie available, Heidi, or Shale, or Nicholas Maybanks?
Would you like to set up an appointment, sir?
No, I don't need to.
This ain't even on your website.
Okay. I'm sorry, do you have any business here?
Yeah, you.
No, I'm just asking.
Yeah, you.
Okay.
I'm just trying to
this is
figure out
educational
why I
thing,
can't
so
come into a
show how
public
dumb
building and
you are.
speak to the attorneys that are
Does-
representing my case.
Sir,
Whose name does that say, though?
do you want to set
Whose
up an
name?
appointment?
Whose name does that say?
I'm gonna have to.
Whose name does that
Thank you,
say?
thank you guys. for your
Whose
time.
name does that say? Lock it.
Every one of these because you're dumber than dirt. Later, you inbreeder. Since she closed it, what was it you saying to that fat pig?
Okay, I'm at the county attorney's office right now, and I'm being surrounded by deputies, and they are threatening me if I do not leave the county attorney's office. But I am here for business, and I'm being denied service. And I've been being denied service for multiple days, and this is just getting irritating. And I'm always being threatened with arrest just to do business at the county attorney's office. I've talked to Monica. Nicholas Maybanks is making up fake policies. I cannot speak to the attorneys that I need to speak to. This is just ridiculous. All these people have to do is their job. That is it. Turn that down.
Hey.
No. Turn that down. That's prior restraint. Hey, bitches, turn that down. It's prior restraint.
You're not doing.
Hey, bitch, that's prior restraint.
Get away from
Prior
me.
restraint.
Get away.
That is against the law. One of you three should go in there. You know what prior restraint is?
You know you're gonna get charges.
You know that it is a charge, right?
You're gonna get charges.
Do you know what prior restraint is?
Bring it.
That they are trying
We'll see
to
you in
make
court.
my video copyright struck by playing music.
see you in court.
That is prior restraint. Yes. Do you know what copyright privilege
You'll be
is?
smiling.
They are trying to play music because they know I make money on YouTube, so they're going to play music to try to get my video copyright struck. So it's your job to go in there and say, no, you can't do that because it's against the law. That is prior restraint. What's your name? bitch?
These guys will charge you because they don't.
What's
do
your
that.
name?
We don't charge Nazis.
What's your name? That way I can file a
Your
complaint
girlfriend
on
is
you.
Fatso too.
I need her name.
Was that your girlfriend?
Oh, yeah.
That's your girlfriend? I can see you two.
Dad, get her name.
What's your name? The one doing the prior restraint. What's your name?
Hey, bitch, you're a public
Are
employee.
you going to deny that too? So you're going to deny it, right?
All right, I'm going to go talk
That's
to
against your
Courtney
policy.
Arnold.
Unfortunately, there were quite a few live streams that I wasn't able to get downloaded quickly enough. During portions of those, Casey and his father would be seen cruising around the parking lot pointing out to their followers which vehicles the employees drive, while focusing directly on their license plates. They repeatedly claimed knowledge of these employees' home addresses, threatening not only the individuals, but that they also plan to hold their children accountable as well. And finally, after more than a month of this charade, an arrest warrant was requested and granted, leading to the apprehension of both men on November 1st, 2022. The following day, Casey informed his viewers.
Yeah, I was arrested on an arrest warrant yesterday when I came to the courthouse. I had to spend the night in jail. For alleged harassment in the first degree and willful disturbance. And the bitch-ass county attorney's office here at the courthouse has a no contact order on me now, so now these pansy-ass county attorneys don't even want... Now I can't even speak to them or I'll be arrested. And apparently it's from when I was getting me arrested for my freedom of speech, because they're trying to claim that I was saying like stuff about where where they live, this and that. I'm gonna record their houses and all this and that. So they're trying to get me arrested on, this time it's an aggravated harassment charge and willful disturbance. Even though them denying service is the disturbance. I didn't create no disturbance. By them denying service is creating the disturbance. Now they've got me on pre-trial or release supervision. Hey, Dad. They lost my respect.
Yeah.
Not him, I guess.
No, not him.
But the rest of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, not only did I get arrested, my dad did too, on the same bullshit.
Said something on here about mine too, that I said get them plates, that way it's easier to find out where they live or something.
Yeah, but that's all freedom of speech.
Exactly.
Everything.
That's about blocking the entrance or whatever. We're first come, first serve. We're there first. I mean, we're there for business, to do our business. We're not.
That's why they caused the willful disturbance by refusing service.
Right.
That is the willful disturbance.
We even allow people for other people.
Yep.
Now we get to go after them.
And now I get to get that on the stand, and then that other because I got a no contact order on both them.
Exactly, me too.
And so now them two get to be on the
downstairs. All right.
Yep. But now we get them two on the stand.
Yep.
Mine was 2 years prison if I was found guilty of the harassment, and then 1 year jail if I'm found guilty of the willful disturbance.
Yeah, that might have been 2 years on the first one, on that first charge.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't a...
Because they're trying to say aggravated harassment
no, it wasn't
now.
a simple misdemeanor. How's it any different than the other ones?
2 days after his arrest, Casey and his father both received multiple protection orders against them from some of the employees in the county attorney's office. If I remember correctly, I think it was a total of 4. As for their case, Casey and Daniel opted to represent themselves. The trial would last 3 days, with day 1 starting off with fireworks.
Could you update us on what this trial is for? Yes, this trial is for when I was trying to get discovery for one of my cases back in October of last year. And the county attorney's office kept denying service and all that type of shit. And then I was arrested a month later for it.
Huge folder.
Realistically, if they had been professional and provided correct services, there'd have been no problems. Exactly. Freedom isn't free. It's entrapment though, because
100%.
They're the ones who instigated it all. They're the ones who set everything up. They're the ones that just couldn't simply provide the public services that they're supposed to do. Oath violators. They intentionally kept attempting to bait your anger. Exactly. Oh, that's my judge right there, everyone. Look how f***ing late he is. Like, trial's literally at 9 o'clock, and my judge is late.
9:08.
Look at that. There's Judge Keist right there, and he's my trial judge, but his fat ass is late.
He's in freaking contempt, bitch.
Yeah, that's my judge, and he's not even f***ing here on time. See, here's the judge. Strolling in pretty damn late. But if I were to show up late to my court case,
Oh yeah, they'd have a warrant for arrest.
I'd be held in contempt, my case would be dismissed.
Rules for thee, not for me.
Oh, never mind, that's a different judge.
It's not been working like that.
No. Different judge, everyone.
If you haven't noticed yet, Casey is the human form of a jump to conclusions Matt. And despite his complete misunderstanding of the person in question, he sees the chance to cast himself as the victim, asserting phrases like, quote, "If I were to show up late, I'd be held in contempt." Interestingly, his actual judge was already present in court as he made this claim, adding a touch of irony to the situation. Another moment of playing the victim emerged when he declared, "If they would have just done as I said, none of this would have happened." This is a person clearly incapable of ever taking personal responsibility.
Oh, they're ready for you guys.
Alright, we got to address something out here though before we go in.
With me or who would you like to speak with?
Probably either the county attorney or just someone.
I tell you what, I'll go get her and I'll have her step out here real quick.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, we had to address something before we went into the courtroom.
Okay.
recording my own record.
Turn around.
That's a motion you'll have to make with the judge.
Right, but I'm gonna do that out here before I go in there. Because I'm not gonna go in there and just be told, nah, you can't record. Because I'm tired of I'm just tired of all the misconduct by you guys. There's plenty of case law right here that states
Those are all arguments you'll need to make to the judge. I don't get to decide that.
But when I go in there, I'm not gonna be held in contempt because I want to record my own trial.
Again, you'll have to take it up with the judge.
No, that's why I'm talking with you about it.
But I don't have any decision-making power over that.
Then I'll poke my head in there and tell him to come out here. Hey, Your Honor, I need you out here for a minute. Yep.
Okay, everyone. Raise your hand if you think the judge is going to hop up off of his bench and go outside the courtroom just to speak to Casey because Casey refuses to go in without his little video camera. Anyone?
I'm not going in. There's plenty of other people that. That's why there's case law in recording our own government officials in our official capacity. That judge is in his official capacity. That stenographer is in her official capacity, and a prosecutor is working in her official capacity. Therefore.
They don't want cameras in there at all.
No, look how bad they don't want cameras in there. Like, look at this, everyone.
Look how crooked they are.
This is how hard they are arguing against having cameras.
So I know you put your head in there and say, hey, judge, come out here.
Yeah.
The judge says he don't want to come out and talk to you.
Then I'm gonna be able to hold my own trial with no issue, right? My own record. There's not gonna be no
You have to
issue.
take it up with the judge. Truly, that's nothing I have power over.
All right.
It's a communist kangaroo court. We know it. Everybody, hundreds of thousands of people know it.
Oh, you need to get that.
No, that's why I said. No.
Yes.
No, that's why I said we're coming in here to address it.
No, you're taking it outside right now.
Why? I need a reason.
We don't want.
Reason? No.
Yep, I need a reason.
No.
Yes.
Right now.
What is your reason?
No, we don't want to pay for our records from her.
What is your reason? You can't say there's no cameras allowed in my own trial.
And you make us buy back our own words from you to appeal it if we have to.
No.
We're tired of it. The people are tired of paying you guys scam money to buy our own words back.
It's kind of easy to miss, but my favorite part about this whole clip is when Casey's dad said, quote, "We are tired of paying scam money to buy our own words back," while the stenographer is just typing away expressionless. Keep an eye out on her. It's quite amusing.
Our words are ours. Our words are free.
What's the reason?
You take them out of the courtroom and then you come back and we will discuss it on the record and you can make a record. You will take them out now or you will be found in contempt.
What are you scared of? What are you afraid of?
Accountability?
What are you afraid of?
All right.
You know that this is a circus court.
See, this is the kangaroo courts, everyone.
This is corruption.
It's not even recording.
Outside of the courtroom.
It's not.
So that was the extent of the coverage from day one. However, on the following day, Casey and his father took an unconventional approach by inviting the globally recognized and esteemed news outlet, Butt Crack News Network, to sit outside and record the exterior of the courtroom door for hours. During breaks in the proceedings, we do get some insight into how well the trial is going for our two freedom fighters.
And defend yourself, or at least try to.
Right.
We need a whole lot more YouTubers in Iowa.
Need a lot of
Everybody
phone
from
calls
Iowa's
in this
listening.
courthouse.
Start filling everybody. And these guys do need a call.
Yeah.
I think they need a call. They're being stupid.
Free press, are you in here?
And these guys need calls, man. I don't care. I'll tell you straight up. Call these bitches.
It's not illegal to ask someone to call.
Call these bitches.
It's the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. Oh, free press, what's up,
They
man?
can charge me with that.
Hey,
I'll
you
tell
guys,
them
free
what
press
it
is listening now.
I'll tell fuckers to call. I don't care what they say. Try to say, bring up charges for doing that shit, man. Everybody call this bitch in place, if you would, please. We will, like we said before, we will be out in front of their houses, on their sidewalks, with signs, letting their neighbors know that they're pieces of shit. And it's illegal, and we will be doing that. We may be doing that later today yet. Pissed me off enough.
I mean, we got all day.
Yep.
Yep.
Recall, these two already have protection orders in place, which would make these threats of going to these employees' homes highly illegal. So the clips we just watched, captured during the very first break from the proceedings, hinted at the unfavorable trajectory of the trial for Casey and his father. That trajectory would continue.
Hey, Monica just walked out the door, dude. You believe that? Just walked
I'm
out.
having an anxiety attack. I can't even focus in here.
You'll be alright, man.
Fucking dumb fuck. Bunch of fucking bitch-ass toddlers. Seriously, middle schoolers argue about this dumb shit. We're in a fucking court of law arguing about shit that fucking middle schoolers talk about. But yeah, we gotta come to this fucking courthouse and argue. They want to put me and my dad in a box just because they hurt their feelings.
I'm gonna hurt him physically.
I'm tired of it.
So Casey's a pro se attorney, guys. It's not easy. But he's been kicking the shit out of them. You know they're scared.
I'm just fucking... Literally, I can't focus in there. They brought in the next witness, and I ended up on the floor because I had an anxiety attack. But nobody... Lynn County is the one who created me to have anxiety, PTSD, and all this and that. Now, when I have an anxiety attack in the courtroom, they want to bitch about it and this and that. And it's like, motherfuckers, you're the ones that are making me have anxiety because you won't stop dragging me into fucking court.
Better? Okay.
My bathroom getting sick because they just caused me to have an anxiety attack. So now they're making me get sick, and they still don't give a shit because they just are a bunch of tyrants.
So normally, I would be sympathetic to a situation such as this. However, this is the second trial in a row that Casey has claimed he couldn't continue because he had an anxiety attack. But what about these threats on screen here? Do you think these caused any stress or anxious moments for the employees there? What about when you and your dad threatened to hold their children accountable? Could that have caused them any fear? Would that cause any anxiety? What about when you sick your unhinged followers on them and explode their phone lines under the guise of, quote, redressing your grievances? You are not the victim here, Casey. These people didn't cause you to have anxiety. You did that all on your own. It's time to grow up, Peter Pan. Okay, more day 2 clips next.
What's up, guys? On lunch. You guys want to give a quick update for the people?
I heard Patricia. Patricia is a little.
Yeah.
I'm in fear
She's the
for my
crier,
life. I'm
man.
in fear
She's
for
the
my
crier.
life.
She's the one who set up
She is
crying,
still
you know?
saying that she is scared for her.
That's the guy that
life
assaulted
to this
Dan right
day.
there.
What is he at? Old
Yep.
Milo? Yeah,
Yep.
that's the charges.
Sociopath. Violent piece of
Yeah,
shit.
that's the charges for you, bitch boy.
So what's the update, guys?
I like
Just
to kick
been
his
through
teeth
one
down his throat.
witness so far, which was Patricia. Man, they played an entire a whole
goes
one of
down
my
on Monica.
videos from October 18th, and Patricia.
And her boyfriend.
Me and my dad allegedly harassed Patricia. She's not even in the video.
She's
You
not-
don't see her.
Yeah, I don't think I ever
her.
saw her in any of the
No,
videos.
no.
Yeah.
But yeah,
curtain.
she is crying harassment because she said she feels the same way Tina
She
felt.
bought a gun.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
said she bought a gun. She thinks
find
that
that out.
we're gonna murder her and her family and all this and that.
She thinks
she
accountability is
considers.
violence.
Yeah, she considers us saying we're gonna hold her accountable.
That's all we hear
is that we're
politicians
gonna
talk about,
fucking
everybody else
hurt
talk about
her.
accountability. But she takes it as a threat for some reason. When we say we're gonna hold our kids accountable, no, I see your little punk ass son stealing something, or if I see one of them drinking and driving, I'm gonna turn the in, you dumb mother. I'm gonna hold him, I'm
Government
gonna find him
employees
accountability,
think
hold him
they've got
accountability.
entitlement and shit. No, them and their families are gonna be held accountable.
When we
And
see
not
the
just
Second
them.
Amendment, we're gonna hold your family accountable, that means we're gonna watch him.
She
finish
tried
you,
saying that
you
she
little
takes the
bitch.
Second Amendment as a threat. And I'm like, what the so you consider the Second Amendment of the U.S. Constitution
She
a
works for the
threat?
government. I don't know.
Some secret conversation with the judge.
Hey, you prick, I got some charges for you, man. We're gonna assault charges and kidnapping. Hey, how's that Monica taste anyway? Like rotten crotch? How's her boyfriend taste? You swingers? You guys still swinging? Nasty boy.
See, and they hate it because they bring this anger out of us because they can't just treat us with respect.
Yeah, Milo's is bitching. I gotta be here all day.
His butt hurts. He wants to get home to Monica's boyfriend, stick it to him.
Like if these government employees
He's the
treat the
there
public
swinging
with
shit too. He's
dignity
the one
and
that likes
respect.
he's the one that likes same sex. Pervert,
If the
The way he likes
government
me to
just
chill and likes some strip
if the
searches.
government just treated the people with respect and dignity and all that, they would have no reason to fear the public. But the reason that they fear the public is because they bring it out of the
Bring it
public
on.
because they just violate. Dragging you to court over BS is the ultimate harassment proof. Yeah, and I'm here for harassment charges when these motherfuckers are the ones doing nothing but harass me and intimidate me, alarm me. Everything that they are charging me with is exactly what these motherfuckers do. All the willful disturbance, all the disorderly conduct, that is literally everything that these tools are doing to me, but they're trying to charge me with it when they are doing everything. Everything. They create every situation. All I ever do is go to my place to do business and get my shit done. I cannot speak for their reactions and their actions on why they're f***ing half retarded and don't know how to do their job. It's not my fault that they're f***ing dumber than shit, but I understand it's okay to be a government employee because you don't have to know your job. You can f*** up on your job. You don't need to be if anybody wants an easy job, become a government employee.
There's honestly just way too much to unpack here. It was pretty much more of the same. Threats, not taking accountability, some hilarious knee-slapping gay jokes, etc. But quickly, while we were on the topic of jobs, Casey, an able-bodied young man in his mid-20s, doesn't have one. Shocker, I know. But rest assured, per him, it's not his fault that he cannot find gainful employment. That's right, folks. It's the government's fault. Casey mentioned on a live stream this fall that no company would hire him because of the harassment charges, now convictions, and that he has multiple protection orders levied against him. Poor little guy just cannot catch a break. Maybe if these awful government employees stopped making him break the law, he would eventually be able to find one. Okay, next up, we're going to briefly touch on day 3, which was mostly uneventful. We will then check out the verdict and finally their sentencing.
But I like saying it to their face because they're disrespecting me to my face, so we're gonna disrespect these people right back. We got the right to anyways. They don't actually have the right to disrespect the public. Unlike us, we have the right to disrespect them, call them out, call them names. The prosecutor wants to try to act like, why were you saying you wanted to hold Tina and her family accountable? And I'm like, accountability reasons? Like, I mean, I can hold Tina accountable for her actions. If her son's caught running a stop sign, I'm going to call the cops and turn his ass in, whether it's her family member or not. I wouldn't do that to your average citizen, but if I know that's a government employee's kid, fuck yeah, because them are the ones that get away with everything. Our government families. Alright, imagine if everyone's in their own town, and let's say you go to whatever public department, whether it's the police department, or you can even say the fire department, the hospital. Imagine going somewhere and having every single employee, from the top boss to the bottom feeder receptionist, are all conspiring as a whole department to get you charged with willful disturbance or disorderly conduct. It's not just one or two people trying to claim I disrupted them. The entire county attorney's office basically testified that they couldn't do their job because I was there for legal, legitimate business. But just because they told me to do it a certain way, I didn't have to do it their way. I have options to do it. I can do it more than one way. They didn't like that, so they just denied me service in general, other than just doing business cordially, just because I wouldn't listen to them because they're not my parents, they're not my daddy, they're not my mommy. You don't put my case together, you don't tell me how I get my discovery. You can give me advice, you can say there's a policy that you can do it this way, or you can hand us a flash drive
we will provide it to you and you can come get it in a day or two. I never even asked these people to do shit fast, lickety-split. I don't want no special privileges. I just wanted to make my case the way I wanted to, like I have been. But they wanted me under their thumb, doing it their way. But they're not my damn parents.
And that was Deep Thoughts by Afro Man Audits. Let's get to the judgment. For Casey, he was found guilty of harassment in the first degree and willful disturbance. For the harassment charge, he was given an $850 fine, given a jail sentence of 365 days, with all those days suspended in lieu of 2 years of probation. The only difference for the willful disturbance charge is the fine, which was $430. His total balance for court costs and fines equaled a little bit over $2,000. As for his father, the fines were the same, but the jail time was only 192 days, with 12 days of those already served, and the remaining suspended in lieu of 2 years of probation. As for his total cost, they totaled $3,923, with $2,000 already paid, which I believe came from his bail money. He has a remaining balance of $1,923. So that's pretty much what it all boiled down to. A couple of years of probation. And now I'd like to take a minute to give you my unvarnished opinion, not only on Casey and Daniel, but their sentencing as well. I'm going to start with the bad and finish with the good. In regards to their fees and fines they now owe, does anyone really believe these are ever going to be paid? This is Casey's third guilty verdict in a row. He stopped paying the fines on the first one and never started on the second one, resulting in both being sent to collections. Does anyone believe these two low-life drains on society give one damn about their credit score? Of course not. What's the point? As for their sentencing, just 3 months ago, Casey was sentenced to serve 10 days for his willful disturbance charge. This time, 0. 3 months ago, Casey was sentenced to 30 days in jail for harassment in the third degree. This charge was for harassment in the first degree, and he got every single day suspended. And did everyone hear it? Did everyone hear what he was actually saying during these monologues? He feels he has the right to say and treat government employees any way he'd like, and they just have to take it. This man chooses to berate and threaten and demean women all because he believes they can't fight back. And why can't they fight back? Because they would lose their job. They actually have something to lose. Casey and Dan don't have anything to lose. Hell, they're in the hole. Daniel, a 50-year-old man, had to ask his elderly mother for bail money. Could you imagine? You can't take from something that isn't there. Think about it. These two choose to treat people like this because they don't believe the employees can respond in kind. I can't think of too many things more cowardly than that. Would they speak to people on the street like this? Hell no, because they'd get their damn teeth knocked in, and they know it. Cowards. I suppose the best punishment for these two is deep down, they both know they are scared little men. Life is just too hard for them. Life is hard for everyone, but not everyone treats people the way these two do. They are 4-year-old toddlers stuck in men's bodies. They're cowards. They call these employees their public servants when they sit at home on their asses all day waiting for their government check to come in. A government they despise, yet feeds them. Cowards. Okay, rant over. Let's now switch to the positive side of this. The protection orders granted at the onset of this case have been extended for an additional 5 years, which is great news. Regarding probation, given their frequent arrests, it's a fair bet they may slip up at some point. In fact, Daniel recently pleaded guilty to 2 more crimes just a couple of weeks ago while his son sat in jail. I'll provide a brief video update on that, and hopefully, after that, I won't have to think about either Van Evel for quite some time. And lastly, if these two were never arrested and tried, we wouldn't have this beaut of a quote on the permanent record in the state of Iowa. Casey, after having been found guilty, wrote, quote, "All I want is a fair trial. Is that too much to ask for?" And please don't ask me why, but I feel compelled to do this. Let's stick a little period right about here. And while I'm at it, I'm going to squeeze in one more O right about here for our little intellectually challenged freedom fighter. Casey, feel free to submit this corrected version to the courts free of charge. Alright everyone, I think we're going to wrap up the video here. If you like what you saw and want to see similar content in the future, please consider subscribing, liking, and commenting below. This is Dummy Kruger, and I'll see you guys on the next video.